everybody. My name is Denise, and I'm from Hawes. I work in the education department, and welcome to my craft room. I'm here today to do a craft with you. I know a lot of us have been stuck in the house a lot lately, and so we thought it might be kind of fun to learn about an animal that I have as a pet and do a craft that looks like him. I have a pet called a Degu. Oops, he's sticking his nose out. Can you see him? This is my Degu, and every time I tell people that I have a Degu, they're always like, what is a Degu? Well, a Degu is a rodent, and they are actually very smart animals. They can grow to be up to 12 inches long with their tail. If you can see, he has kind of a long tail. And if you can also see on the end of his tail, it has, it's kind of bushy, where like some mice and rats have just tails without any hair on them. Degus can smell and hear, and they can see very well. They need a lot of exercise, as you can tell. He's pretty squirrely. He wants to move around. They come from the Andes Mountains in Chile, which is in South America. They are herbivores. Do you know what a herbivore is? No? Well, that is an animal that gets all of its energy from eating plants. So we feed Mackey different kinds of plants and vegetables. He also gets a mix of guinea pig and chinchilla food. And it's really funny. He gets that because he is actually related to guinea pigs and chinchillas. Let's see what else. They take their bath in sand. We have a little house that has some real fine pumice sand in it, and he rolls around in it, and that's how he takes his bath. He is diurnal, which means that he is awake during the day. Ooh, he just gave me a little bite. That means he's had enough of me holding him. Like I said, they need a lot of exercise, and he loves treats. And one really fun fact about a Degu is that if a predator comes up to them and gets them by their tail, they spin around until their skin of their tail comes off and they can get loose. I'm going to give him a little treat because he loves treats. And I'm going to set him down here just for a minute so you can see him. I'm not sure if he'll want to hang around, but this is Mackey. So that's a Degu. All right, I'm going to put Degu back, or Mackey back in his, I'm going to put Mackey back in his little bag. This is what I hold him in a lot at night. He likes to just hang out on my lap in his bag. So, all right, I'm going to set him aside for a minute, and we will start with our craft. All right, I just wanted to show you a couple pictures. The one that I have right here, if you can see the exercise wheel down in the corner, there's a second one. That was Vic and Mackey when we first adopted them from Hawes. Oh, hi, Tiny Tina. This is one of my kitties. And then here is another picture of Mackey, the Degu that you just met. And then here's another picture of Mackey. And then this is one of him after he took his sand bath. And can you see how white he looks after he took his bath? That's because he's covered in his dust from his bath. All right. So today we are going to make our own little pet Degu. So here's what we're going to work on. And I think we're going to have a little bit of help from my cat, Tiny Tina. All right, so again, we only need a few craft supplies. I have brown, black, white, gray, and pink paper. You can use just white paper, and you can color it if you would like, or you can use color paper if you have it at home. I have a glue stick, a scissors, and a marker. And that's all we're going to need. So we're going to start by folding one of our pieces of brown paper in half. And I drew a half of a circle on here. And we're just going to cut that out. All right. And we're going to open that up. And then if you can see where the line is where it was folded, we're going to cut halfway in on the line right to the middle of our circle. Okay. And then we're going to take one side and fold it over the other so it makes a little cone. All right, and we'll add some glue to this. And we'll just hold that until it feels secure. All right, and once it's secure, I have another piece where I cut out a heart out of this. So I drew a half of a heart, and this is on the same color paper, and you can do it on any color paper you would like. I just did it on brown because this was the color of my Degu. So I cut out a heart, and this is going to be the face of our Degu. So what we want to do is, I'm going to set that right there for a minute. I have a circle drawn on here with a paper folded in half. So when I cut this out, I am going to have 2 circles for my eyes. And they don't have to be perfect circles. I'm going to take a little dab of glue, and I'm going to put one of the eyes. You want to put it down a little ways because we're going to be doing something with these, the top part of the heart. So then we'll just take our other one and glue it on. All right, so there's those 2 on. And then I'm going to take my, this is what I need my black marker for. I'm going to draw 2 black circles, right? Well, I guess they're kind of ovals actually, but I'm going to draw those for the eyes. Just like that. All right, next, right on the very tip of the nose, we need to put some whiskers. So I have a long piece of black paper, and I'm just going to cut a really thin piece off of there. And you can make it any length you would like. And then I'm going to cut it in half, and there's my 2 whiskers. I'm going to put a little dab of glue on the point of the nose, just like that. And I'm going to put 1 whisker there and make an X. And put the other whisker right there and just hold them until they're on. Put another dab of glue. Oops, not quite yet. We need to cut out our nose. I drew an oval on here for my nose. And again, you can make a circle nose. You can make whatever shape you would like. I'm going to put a little glue on the back of it, and I'm going to put it right on top of my whiskers. And I'll hold that there till it sticks. All right, so there we go. Then you're going to take the top of your heart, and you're going to fold the tip in towards the face, just like that. And that's going to be our ears. Then I have a half circle drawn on a folded piece of pink paper, and I'm going to cut that out, and this is going to be the inside of our ears. So put a little glue on there, and glue one right on the inside of that ear, and one on the inside of this ear, just like that. So we have our face all finished for our Degu face. Now all we have to do, can you see this line where the face was folded? We're going to put glue right down the middle of that, and we're going to glue it right onto our body. Just like that. Now look at our Degu. What do you think? And then I'm going to kind of pinch these sides here so it stays glued well. What do you think our Degu is missing? You're right. He's missing his tail. So I have a long piece of brown paper here, and I'm going to cut him a tail. That's probably a little too long. I'm going to cut that in half. And then I want a little curl on the end, so I'm going to just roll it on a pin, just a little ways. And then I have a little curl on the end. Put a little glue on the top, and just glue it right underneath the back of my Degu. And, whoops, let's try that again. And there we have our Degu. What do you think? So now, next time you talk to your grandma or grandpa or some of your friends, you can tell them all about Degus, and I bet it'll be something that they've never learned before either. So you have fun with your pet Degu, and thanks for stopping in to do a craft with us, and you have a wonderful day. Bye.